This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soibifa Jagridge. More than 1 ton of cocaine has been intercepted by customs authorities in Senegal, the biggest inland haul of the drug ever made in the country. A lorry carrying 1,137 kilograms, that is 2,506 pounds of cocaine, was intercepted in the eastern town of Kidira, which is near the border with Mali. The drug had been concealed in pockets and placed in bags at the bottom of the lorry, which had arrived from a neighboring country that authorities failed to name. They said the consignment was valued at 90 billion CFA francs, that is $146 million or 117 million euros. Large drug hauls have become more common in Senegal. Last November, the Navy seized 3 tons of cocaine from a ship off the country's coast, marking one of the Navy's largest drug hauls. The region is a transit point from Latin America cartels trafficking drugs to Europe and elsewhere. Electricity has been restored in Nigeria after the grid collapsed earlier on Monday for the 6th time this year. The state-owned power distribution company said the outage was caused by a fire outbreak at the power station in Afam town in the Southern River State. The system was restored later on Monday afternoon, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, said, adding that it would continue to strengthen the grid infrastructure to prevent future disruptions. It is not clear how many people were affected, but there were angry comments across social media. Grid power supplies are often erratic in Nigeria, despite being one of the biggest crude oil producers on the continent. Police in Namibia have launched a massive manhunt for 11 prisoners who escaped from a police cell in northeastern Zambezi region, state media reported. The trial awaiting escapees cut through the roof of the Katima Molilo police station before escaping on Monday. Kisco Sitali, the police spokesperson in the region, told NBC News website. Pieces of blades and ropes made out of blankets, the items suspected to have been used in the jailbreak, were found in the cell, police said. Locals have been warned to be vigilant as the escapees are awaiting trial for serious crimes, which one of them is a notorious repeat offender. They are very dangerous, Mr. Sitali said, adding that one of them was a murder ex-convict. Police said 3 of the escapees have already been rearrested. More than 100 prisoners who are awaiting trial were housed in the cell, which only have the capacity for 16 people. The state media said the cell is said to be under renovations. Residents have been urged to report any suspicious activities or group of people to the police. About 90% of pharmacies in Liberia are selling stolen medicine donated by aid organization, the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, says. USAID Mission Director Jean Wright at the weekend said such acts of fraud prevented Liberians from receiving donated essential medicines. That is unacceptable. That means that medicine is only available to patients that have enough money to buy them, Mr. Wright said. Following the revelation, 6 Liberian civil groups have launched a national media campaign aimed at monitoring the distribution of aid medical supplies and raising awareness that donated medicines are free and should not be sold. Mr. Wright called for increased accountability, including the prosecution of those guilty of stealing and selling donated health supplies. The Liberian authorities are yet to comment on this matter. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.